this is why I left this video towards the end, because pretty much uh this question, right? Why are black women why are black women are this is weird what a weird sentence, are chronically single. Okay? I think women in general are chronically single. Why? We've seen from other videos. They expect perfection and they choose terrible men. They are terrible at choosing men, terrible at vetting men. So let's hear what this woman think why women are single. Because this is the thing, women don't put any thought into it, so they never make sense. Exactly, exactly. When you're ruled with your emotions, no accountability, no logic.
Someone asked me, why are a lot of black women single? And I would say it's three things. Number one, it might be that the woman may not want to be in a committed relationship at this moment in her life. Maybe she's been through a lot. Number two, there are women out here who they do not fit the typical beauty standard, which is considered traditionally, conventionally attractive. So if a woman does not fit that beauty standard, she has a harder time finding a match because most of these men that I've come across, they have a preference, and you know what I mean. Number two might be that the dating pool has men that are not stable, and when we're talking financially, emotionally, they're taking on different responsibilities in several different households, so it can be very difficult to date a man who doesn't have his life together. So women are just not settling. Someone asked.
Okay, a lot of things she said was just ridiculous, incorrect. Okay, so um, yeah, let's break it down.
Me, why are a lot of black women single? And I would say it's three things. Number one, it might be that the woman may not want to be in a committed relationship at this moment in her life. Maybe she's been through a lot. Number two,
So she doesn't want to be in a committed relationship. She's been through a lot, i.e., she's trauma filled. She has dated a lot of men, or a good few men, where she's been traumatized. Right? She's constantly right attracted to terrible men, and now she's been too traumatized, right, in the dating market to even go, trying to get a man, because she's now at a state where she's hard to deal with, aggressive, you know, combative, bitter, attitude filled, walls to the trauma walls to the sky. So yeah, no duh, she's single.
there are women out here who they do not fit the typical beauty standard, which is considered traditionally, conventionally attractive. So
That's stupid. Absolutely, utterly stupid. I've said this countless times again. That's not why women are single, okay? Because I've said this, no matter if she's old, young, pretty, ugly, fat, skinny, women will have options. Okay? So no shit that if you say, oh, there's no basis that she fits conventional attractionness, because there's men out there that would want to be with you, i.e., you don't want these men. So that is why you're single. Not because you are not attractive, okay? Because women, even if they're fat, they will have this woman, like Smoke said, she's a three. Well, you will still have options. So it's not because you're not attractive, it's because you don't want the men that want you. Right? So that's BS by saying you're not attractive, okay? It don't matter. Right? It don't matter. That's not why you're single. Why you're single is because you don't want the men that want you. Not because you're fat, ugly, whatever. No, that's not it.
So if a woman does not fit that beauty standard, she has a harder time finding a match because most of these men that I've
She won't have a hard time finding a match. She won't have a hard time finding a match. Even ugly women have more matches than average looking men. I'm not talking about ugly men. I'm not talking about ugly men. Even ugly women have more matches than average men. So really, not because she's ugly. and she guarantee don't have a harder time than average men, right? She doesn't have a hard time.
That I've come across, they have a preference, and you know what?
It's the problem is the men that they want don't want them. That's the problem with women. The men that you want don't want you. That don't mean that that's why you're single. Why you're single is because you don't want the men that want you. You want men that don't. You want the men that don't want you, right? You want the men that don't want you either at all or that they don't want to commit to you. That's why.
I mean, number two might be that the dating pool has men that are not stable, and we're talking financially, emotionally. They're taking on different responsibilities in several different households, so it can be very difficult to date a man who doesn't have his life together. So when
No, no. There are plenty of men that have their shit together. Plenty of men that are stable. Plenty of men that are intelligent, emotionally intelligent, whatever. Okay? Plenty of men. The problem is always the men that you want, the men that women want. Women are constantly wanting these types of men. That's the problem. This is why I said, honestly, it's never, in my opinion, it's never men's fault. Yo, Isaiah, thank you for stopping by. Yeah, she seems unbearable. She seems foolish, right? But this is a problem. Women never put actual thought into it because they don't care. They really don't care. Women don't put actual thought into reasonings. Like, why are women constantly single? Because they want men that don't want them, or the men that don't want them for long-term commitment. And they don't want the men that want them. Period. There's nothing else you could say. Okay? Because women always have options. Ugly, pretty, fat, skinny, old, young. Women always have options. I've said this countless times. Dating is easy for all women. Easy. Okay? I won't be controversial. Dating is easy for all women. Why are they still chronically single? Because they did it to themselves. The men that they want, right? The Pookies, the Ray Rays, the players, the bad boys, the Chads, the Tyrones, right? The top 20% of men, the high value men, all these men, groups of men don't want these women, or they don't want these women for long-term commitment. So they're chronically single. Okay? The men that wants them, these women don't want. Okay? So that's why they're chronically single. Those two, right? Always. Practically every situation. This is the thing. It's because women are their own problem. They did it to themselves. Period. Right? There are plenty of men, plenty of good option men, okay? Good option men that would want these women. Women just disqualify so many men because these men don't fit there. The looks, the heights, the money, the charm, whatever. These other standards of women. But these are good men. These are good men. Treat women with love, respect, that would be monogamous, would honor women, that would, not cheat on women, not lie to women. There are good men out there. But these men aren't highly desired. They're not. So that is why women are chronically single. Right? That's why I have no sympathy for women in the dating market. Plain and simple. But what do you guys think? What are your thoughts on why black women in this particular video, but women in general, why are they single? Right? Chronically single.